Hello, friend. How you doing? Um, I'm in that special spot. Good view, nighttime. I don't think anybody's going to bother me, so I can get this done. Um, you know, I was thinking. I look at a lot of these leaders in our country and around the world, and it's like they sold their souls, and they want us to sell our souls. You know the old saying, misery loves company. But they seem to be obsessed with us selling our souls along with them. It's almost like they're on some kind of a spiritual mission. Well, let me get through the news here because there's a lot of news uh, in end time Bible prophecy. Okay, the Arab countries have already most recently said that Israel is finished soon. Now, this is all I've been hearing with their words. Their actions are something entirely different. This is not going to happen. This is not what the Bible teaches. The new UN communication director is openly anti-Semitic. This is kind of scary because the UN, in many cases, runs the world. So, and you saw those, more than likely, you saw those statues in front of the UN. If you haven't, look it up. Just look at those statues. It speaks of Revelation chapter 13. In fact, it's very, very, very blunt. Okay, according to our 44th, the media or social media platforms don't do enough to censor people. Okay, that's all we've heard. Most recently is censor, censor, censor. Well, according to him, they're not censoring enough. Once again, idol worship is everywhere. Um, it's in our sports. I'm not per se a sports fan, but when I turn a game on, I can't watch it. I just can't watch it. I mean, it's hard for me. Let me get back to that, okay? I'm going to explain to you why. But um, let me do the news. I'm going to get back to that. There's all these agendas in these public schools, and this is strange. There was a case where a teacher put a dress on a 2-year-old. I don't know whether the 2-year-old was misbehaving. All 2-year-olds misbehave, okay? But, I got some real idiosyncrasies over here. It can be kind of strange, but I never even would have thought of that, okay? And when the parents confront the teachers, it amazes me that the teachers look at those parents normal and say, well, this is protocol. This, and they have this normal face, these normal eyes, as if, well, isn't that normal? No, it's not normal. But it's just, I can't believe my eyes and my ears as I look at the news. I never ever would have thought that the rapture would have gotten this, prophetic news would have gotten this deep right before the rapture. Never in my wildest imaginations would I have thought this. But I guess seeing is believing in this particular case. All right. Now, there's nothing, obviously, there's nothing but threats in the Middle East at this point. For example, um, if Israel meddled in the elections, then Lebanon or Hezbollah would attack. That's what they said. Okay, so you know it's there's nothing but tension over there, and it's just a boiling pot. You know, this whole world it speaks of death in one way or another. So you might as well seek resurrection life through Jesus Christ. That's the only real way that we're going to get life, because we're not going to get it through this earth. This earth, according to 2 Corinthians 4:4, is run by the devil. He's God, the small with a small g, of this world, and this world is unredeemable apart from Jesus Christ. I'm looking at this war, and I am more convinced than ever that it is God that's stirring up Putin's heart. Russia, I don't believe, ever got over the U.S. causing a financial crash in that country in 1991, right around the 1991 area. There's a lot of things that Russia never got over regarding the U.S. They don't forget. They don't forget. But okay, China is extremely backlogged with cargo ships due to these mandates. Even the U.S. ports has a shortage of manpower, and now it's resurging. A shortage in truck drivers. Okay. So as a result, there's obviously going to be price hikes all over the country, and there are. Okay. In Revelation chapter 6, there are 4 horses. And they are here, they're not just here formally. Now, what I mean by that is the peace covenant has not been confirmed. A friend of mine was a lady. She just most recently died. But right before she died, she told me that she had several open visions of all 4 horses circling the earth. And they were demonic horses, and she said they looked very frail. The pale horse looked like he was barely moving, but he was circling the earth. And she said, this is what she said, they are almost here. They are almost all the way down to the earth. So that means Revelation chapter 6 is going to happen pretty soon. That means the peace covenant is going to happen pretty soon. But before that, the rapture takes place. Okay, I think this is pretty obvious. Our enemies are looking at us and they're laughing at us. So with that, I'm going to just make this short. I know people don't like long videos, especially in this area. But speaking of this area, this is a very tough genre, the end time Bible prophecy genre, especially if you go on YouTube. Now, this doesn't apply to me, so to speak, because I'm real stupid with the computer and all this stuff, and I keep my comments off because I don't really even know how it works. Like I said, somebody set my channel up, but a friend of mine was just very upset, and she gives a great YouTube channel, but she's got a lot of trollers that are just mean. They're just mean, you know? Listen, if you're a troller, you will not get any extra points in a reward in heaven. In fact, if anything, it'll probably be held against you. Just remember this. If you give a comment, be encouraging, show love. And if you disagree, just disagree with love and grace. It's not the end of the world if you disagree. The end of the world is, the end of civilization as we know it is Bible prophecy. All those books, Daniel, Ezekiel, the Gospels, a lot of the epistles that Paul wrote, the book of Revelation. It's not, that person is pre-trib, I got to get on there and I got to give her or him a piece of my mind and all that. Come on, that's ridiculous, okay? Trolling is not edifying the body of Christ. Show a little love, that's all. There's many people that I've given comments and I just didn't agree with them. And I might say, hey, I disagree because, and I'll give reasons, but I always did it in love. And, if you disagree, you don't always have to say you disagree. You can just be silent about it. We got to let everything out. It's unnecessary. She was very hurt. And then there had to be a lot of people that came in and calmed her down, So there's a lot of gentle souls out there. You could crush somebody's spirit. So, all right, friend, listen. Keep living for Jesus Christ. Walk in love. And keep looking up. And I'll talk to you next time, okay?